In previous lessons, we learned a really useful 3-step template that will help you to structure your write about the photo responses. We also looked at what Duolingo is looking for in your responses. So at this point in the course, you have a solid foundation of understanding for this question type. In this lesson and in the following ones, we are going to go into some more advanced strategies and vocabulary that will really help you to level up your score. This first strategy is going to help you in the following ways. 1, it will make it easier to identify details to describe. 2, it will allow you to be more specific in your descriptions. And remember, the more specific and detailed you can be, the higher your score will be. 3, it allows you to use more adjectives and advanced vocabulary, which will improve your score even more. And number 4, it will allow you to describe more aspects of an image so that you're not describing the same things over and over. And remember that diversity of vocabulary also helps to raise your score. This strategy is called the W questions strategy. And basically it consists of asking yourself the following questions: who, what, when, where, and why. So in previous lessons, I covered some of this material. It may look familiar, but I'm now going to go through it completely so that you have all the information that you need to get a great score. So for images with people in them, here are the specific questions that you want to get into the habit of asking yourself when describing an image. Who is in this image? What are they doing? What are they wearing? What colors are their clothes? When are events taking place? What season? What time of day? Is it during a special occasion like a festival? Where are they happening? What part of the world? Is it in a specific place like a park or a cafe? What objects are in this photo? What color are they? Are they large or small? Why are things happening? Why are the people doing what they are doing? So there are a lot of questions here. Don't worry, you don't have to memorize all of these questions. Rather, by seeing these questions and getting into the habit of practicing with them, you'll find that they will naturally pop up in your mind when you have to write about the photo. The goal of this strategy is to make it easy for you to identify things to describe. So, if you get in the habit of describing all these different aspects by asking yourself these questions, then on the test you will find when you see an image, all of these details will jump out to you and therefore make it very easy to describe the image. So to see how useful this W question strategy is, let's go through some examples together. Let's take this image. Who is in this image? There are many people in this image. What are they doing? They are walking across the street. What are they wearing? What colors are their clothes? The woman closest to the camera is wearing a tan sweater, and she is carrying a fuchsia handbag. To her right, walking toward the camera, is a woman in a bright green jacket with light blue headphones. So colors are an excellent way to add more advanced vocabulary to your responses. We have an entire lesson later on in this section of the course about colors. When are the events taking place? What season? In this image, everyone is wearing a sweater or jacket, so presumably it is a cold season like winter or autumn. What time of day? It appears quite bright, so I think it is likely midday. Is it during a special occasion like a festival? No, it looks like an ordinary day. Where are they happening? The events, where are they happening? What part of the world? Somewhere English speaking, because subway is an English word. Maybe New York City. Is it in a specific place like a park or a cafe? No, it's on the street. What objects are in this photo? What color are they? Are they large or small? There are tall buildings made of brick and stone, as well as steel and glass. There is also a large billboard advertising a car. Why are things happening? Why are people doing what they are doing? Most people are dressed professionally, so perhaps the people in the image are commuting to or from work. So you can see with these W questions, we had so many things to say about this image. Far too many for you to include in just 60 seconds, but you can see how this strategy gives you many options to choose from and makes it very easy to describe the image. The other type of image is images without people in them. So I think that the W question strategy really shines when you have an image without people. In my experience, it can be hard to identify details to describe when there are no people. However, when I use the W question strategy for these types of images, I find it becomes so much easier to identify many details to use in my response. So let's look at the specific W questions that you should ask yourself for images without people. 1. What objects are in this photo? What do those objects look like? What color are they? Are they large or small? What are those objects doing? What is happening to those objects? When are the events taking place? What season? What time of day? Is it during a special occasion like a festival? Where are they happening? What part of the world? Is it in a specific place like a park or a cafe? Why are things happening? If there aren't any people or action, why? This is a very useful question, as you're about to see in the example that we are going to go through. So the questions you want to ask yourself for images without people are similar but a little different to the questions you ask yourself for images with people. Let's go through an example now. What objects are in this photo? There is a building, palm trees, balconies, chairs, windows, and curtains. So you can see just this one question allows us to use so much advanced vocabulary and describe the image in great detail. So instead of just saying there's a building, we can say building and palm trees and balconies and chairs and windows and curtains. What do those objects look like? What color are they? Are they large or small? The palm trees look tall and healthy. The building is a clean white. The curtains are teal. The chairs are wood and metal. So again, by remembering this question of what do the objects look like, what color are they large or small, we allow ourselves to use so much advanced, specific vocabulary and improve our description so much. Let's keep going. What are those objects doing? Well, nothing. They're not moving. Everything is still in the image. And this is fine. You won't have answers to all of the questions. What is happening to those objects? Well, nothing. Again, the image is still. Where are things taking place? What part of the world? Is it in a specific place like a park or a cafe? This appears to have been taken from the courtyard of an apartment building or hotel. Judging by the palm trees, this is a tropical place. 6. When are things taking place? What season? It is unclear. What time of day? The sun appears to be up, so it is during the day. Is it during a special occasion, like a festival? No. Why are things happening? If there aren't any people or action, why? There is no one in the image, and all the curtains in the rooms or the apartments are drawn. This suggests it is early in the morning or perhaps midday when the sun is very hot, so people are staying inside. Alternatively, a large rainstorm could be arriving soon and everyone has already gone inside. So this is a great example of how speculating about an image allows us to include all of these other details that allow us to use more advanced vocabulary and raise our score. Okay, so the W question strategy is something that you really need to practice with so that you get in the habit of asking yourself these different questions. It may not seem so valuable right now for write about the photo because you only have 60 seconds, so you can really only write 3 sentences or so. But when we turn to speak about the photo later in this course, you are going to need a lot more ideas to fill 90 seconds of speaking with, and the W question strategy will be especially valuable then. However, practice with the W question strategy now so that you can do well on write about the photo and so that you are ready to go for speak about the photo later on. Okay, thanks for your attention. I'll see you in the next lesson.